Hey guys, I'm Jay. I'm a transgender male, and this is my 18th week on T. I'm going to do an update, and I'm going to talk about is transgender a disorder? Anyway, people are starting to notice my stash here, which is good because it is helping me pass to some extent anyway. I don't know what they think otherwise. Maybe that I don't take good care of myself or something. But anyway, I'm also getting some hair down here, and more of it than I was. And anyway, so those are the big things that I've really think this week. Anyway, I'm going to talk about the question, is transgender a disorder? My short answer is no. Now, I want to make it clear that this is my own feeling about this. I don't in any way expect anybody else to believe this or think this. This is my own feeling. Now, I might try to persuade you to think this, but it's still my feelings. Okay? I don't disrespect somebody for taking a different one. This is just my path. All right? Um, anyway, I also think that it's kind of relevant that I have never been diagnosed as anything. My counselor is really a mental health counselor. I don't know that he really can make, and isn't likely to anyway. He's trans himself. So I feel this has been really a good thing in my transition. My doctor is also very, very trans friendly. If she's had to make one on paper, she doesn't make a big deal out of it. So it's all for, on paper uses. I don't know what she's putting for the lab reports and that sort of thing. So anyway, and I'm sure for top surgery they have to put something, but who knows? The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual, it's called the DSM. The old term for transgender was gender identity disorder. They have since changed this. This is a big fat manual like this, and it's used for psychiatrists and to some extent psychologists who are using this as a diagnostic guide of some kind. And a lot of it is used for insurance purposes and that sort of thing. Now, I do understand the point of needing to put something for insurance purposes. I'm all cool with that. We do need something, I don't know, some way of coding this so that we can have medical transitions. Anyway, if that's your thing, which it isn't everybody's. Now, when I say disorder, I think it's not a disorder to me. It's like a normal state of humankind. It might not be typical or average. Normal is a drier setting. Keep that in mind. Okay. I went to something that the Transgender Resource Center gave last week, and it was about transgender in other cultures. A lot of non-Western and Aboriginal people, and they do not identify it as a disorder in a lot of countries or a lot of peoples. In some cases, it's considered sacred, like holding both the masculine and the feminine, or having the capacity to hold the masculine and the feminine together. In others, it had other kind of meanings. Some cultures, it was considered like more than being one. More than being masculine, you're both. More than being feminine, you have both. Okay. In the rest of nature, now, perhaps transgender is the wrong term. the feeling of having a gender is uniquely human, as far as we know. Um, what I'm talking about is gender in a more broad sense. Okay. Um, I used to keep saltwater tanks. I was very interested in seahorses. Seahorses are actually the males carry the young. Now, if you can think of something that's more of a female thing than carrying a child, I mean, I can't think of anything right off, and that's what the seahorse does. Clownfish are very interesting. Now, a lot of people know clownfishes from Finding Nemo. And Nemo was an orange clownfish, which is orange and white, and they're very typical clownfish that you get in the fish stores. Clownfish are also known for having a symbiotic relationship with anemones, which have no sex, or both, perhaps. Um, so anyway, all clownfish are born males. And so you go to a fish store and you see a whole bunch of them swimming around. Those are males. The reason they don't fight is that they're all males. So males are peaceful and they don't fight. Interesting. Anyway, so you get 2. You don't get 3, because if you get 3, the 3 will kill themselves. The reason they'll kill themselves is they're trying to determine who's going to be the female. That's the thing to fight about. Anyway, so you get 2. The biggest, meanest one becomes the female. And that's just fact. I mean, that's just the way it is. Okay, so let's say you are a typical saltwater tank person, and your female fish dies, the male will become a female. And then it goes the other way. So anyway, there's something called a bellbird. The bellbird has a white stripe, which is typical of the female, and very dark plumage on the bottom. That's considered male. So there's a lot of that in nature. A lot of different examples of that. I'm not going to kind of keep going on now, but just to say that the strict to gender binary kind of way of being is not typical of the animals and plant species. A lot of have 2 or both or whatever. So this is just the way it is. The variety is like the spice of nature. The more variety, the better in nature's mind. Society, maybe not so much. So anyway, this is my take on it. As I said, I respect other kinds of opinions on it. It's just my own. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next week. Also, you can check out my videos on It's a Man's World FTM1, and I'm the Thursday Guy. Bye.